Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get into the latest episode of Survivor. It was a really good episode. I guess let's get the announcements. Announcements out first. Up first, I'm still in this hotel, you all. Forgive the lighting. I feel like at least we have some daylight savings going on here, so I have some sunlight, but this has been rough. I think I have one more week in the hotel, then I'll be back home. I'm thankful for that. Um, there's a couple of new shows coming out Wednesday nights. Me and Abby do the Black People in the Summer House. I believe it's called Martha's Vineyard. And Saturday night is Drag Race. We rotate channels. I will let you know what channel it will be on coming up next. And I think that's it for now. I spoke with someone about doing a challenge All Stars 4 review panel before the season starts. That'll be next weekend. So I'll give you some more information with that. But that's pretty much all the announcements I have. I have to go out tonight. So I'm going to try to keep this to an hour. I'm supposed to meet a friend for her birthday at 7. So I let her know I'll be a few minutes late. Oh, the last announcement. Y'all know I'm in this hotel, right? So I have to catch the show live. And I usually do my DoorDash on Wednesday so I could be seated for Survivor, but my DoorDash ran a little bit long. So I was fooling around down in that lobby, and I probably missed the first 20 minutes of the show. I feel like I ain't missed too much. I kind of through Twitter pieced together what happened, but I have the main stuff. I got some things to say about this episode. This was another good episode for me, an emotional episode for me. And I don't know why I was so emotional because I'm not out there playing for $1 million. None of my family is out there playing for $1 million. So it's like, girl, why you care so much? But you get connected with these people on the show sometimes. So let's just jump right into it. Hey, Dr. Ivy Girl, DM Rocks. This episode proved that Charlie is in charge of the Green Tribe. Does it? Does it? I I'm gonna get there, but it's Charlie in Charge. That was a TV show back in the day. Charlie in Charge. Was it? Y'all know my memory bad, but I think we gonna answer that later on. DM. Hey Evita. Hey Yvette. The Cheeky family. Oh, you driving home? Be safe. Drive safe. I like this episode. I don't know why people are complaining. People always got something to complain about over there on Twitter. I enjoyed the episode. Now let's pick up where I started. Now, when my DoorDash finally came and I made it up the elevator to my room and got seated, I was right in time for the immunity challenge. Now I know they said the green team was singing and dancing. I ain't have to see that. I I ain't have to see them salsa dancing. Cute, but I missed that. They said somebody mad at Soda. They was mad at Soda last week, so that's nothing new. I didn't have to watch it all that. If as soon as Nami merge or go to tribal council, Soda, you out of there. As long as Tevin wants you out, you out. And Tevin, I think it's a mistake. I think it's a mistake. I say it every season. Every season I say this. Once you give license for one black person to go home, they be like, oh, okay, well, then you, then you, then you, and then you. Y'all got to work together. Get it together. But anyway, the immunity challenge, I did start at the immunity challenge, and I don't forgot what they did. Oh, some kind of obstacle course, going through the jungle gym, getting keys, raveling ropes, and then, of course, a good old lean back and hit the target. I forget what that's called because it's not bows and arrows, but lean back. I don't know what that thing is called. But hit the 3 targets. Whoever get the targets, win. Whatever. Easy, simple challenge. Of course, Nami blew it out the water. Like, Hunter, you in danger. Hunter is in danger because he's like that big tall man. I forget his name every year. I think it's Jonathan. It might be Jonathan, who was dragging his team through the water. The slingshot. Thank you, Evita. I didn't call it the lean back. The slingshot. Thank you. Hunter, you're starting to look like Jonathan, where you're just so strong. It's nothing you can't do. Like, and I believe you done lost your vote. You done lost your vote. Hunter, you about to go home. We're gonna get into the little strongman alliance over there on the journey. But Hunter, you doing too much. You need to let somebody else hit a couple of targets, or you doing too much. But anyway, like you need to let Nami come in second place one time. Like, yeah, get your immunity idol, but you could come in second. Like y'all are Nami, y'all doing too much. And y'all ain't even that tight. Y'all not like the non-melanated alliance last year. I don't forgot their names already, but you know, D1. Who was in the non-melanated alliance last year? It was D, Drew. Emily was trying to be in it, but they was playing in her face. D, Drew. I don't even forgot the people who was in it. But see, Nami is not as close as that red team last season. So, and y'all know what's really about to piss me off? This off subject or out of order. I missed the preview, but I heard next week is the merge. I have finally learned the tribe names. Nami, Siga, Yanu. I done finally learned the names, and now y'all about to merge and get a whole new name, and I'm about to be over it. But anyway, back to the conversation. So Nami came in first. It's back between Tim and Q. Tim and Q. Who about to hit this last shot? They did a good slow motion. Q pulling it back. Release. There go the ball floating through the air. Nice. It was some good cinematography. Great cinematography. It just going, and we all at home like, oh, it better hit the target. Oh, it better, because you know, Q missed and Tim missed. Q missed and Tim. I said, production, y'all better not do all this dramatics for Q to miss. If Q misses this target, I'm coming through the TV, because y'all ain't have to do no slow-mo to embarrass this man, but he hit that target. Yanu got the second place. They got them some fruit, some pastries. They finally got their flint. They were in there. I was emotional, y'all. How emotional were y'all when Yanu won immunity? Like, I was really at home, like, when else like, Jeff, we don't even care about that. We finally gonna be warm tonight. We ain't gonna be cold while we sleep. I was like, this is why I survived too much. These people is hungry. They're starving. They're freezing. They're wet. Y'all doing too much over there on Survivor. I was in my emotions. I was like, they're going to be warm. They're not going home. Even though, Kenzie, I still got my eyes on you, Kenzie. Kenzie, the eyeballs, we're still there. But I was so emotional. Like the way y'all know I ain't got my dual screen. I'm so mad I don't have my dual screen, because we could have showed a couple of pictures. But the way Q hugged them and they all did the back bend, like they was the drum majors, I was like, look at them bending their backs like that. I was like, I've never been this happy somebody won immunity, ever. In Survivor, ever. Like, I've never been this happy for 3 people to have safety in Survivor history. Because, you know, Jeff was reading them down. Y'all ain't had no fire for 11 days. Y'all ain't ate nothing for 11 days. Y'all suck. Y'all ain't even gonna make it to the merge in 11 days. Like, Jeff was reading them down. And they was like, if y'all lose again tonight, this a record. And I'm like, y'all better not make a record. Because we all know how Jeff love a good record. Somebody break a record or something. Well, I done wasted something over here. Okay, I got it up. I'm so happy that Yanu won. So I was just happy for Tiffany. I knew Tiffany and Q weren't gonna break up. Kenzie, that was about to be your ass. So Kenzie really needed that last night, but I was just really happy they got to eat. They got to be warm. They're making it to the merge. But anyway, let's go on these comments, and then we're about to go talk about this journey. I think Hunter, Q, Tim Alliance will control the merge if Tiffany, Marie, and Tevin are down. You forgot to say if they are down. Marie is the question mark in there. Marie is the question mark because, like y'all said, Charlie is in charge of the girls. So if Marie is closer to Charlie, Tim might give Marie this information, and it could be the Strongman Alliance downfall. I really think Tim thinks he's closer to Marie than what he is. And look, we're not about to have no challenge repeat. Y'all look at my eyebrows. Like, I really miss my ring light because I feel like I ain't put my eyebrows on straight because I ain't have no good light in here. But Angie, it's too late. The club gonna be dark. Ain't nobody gonna be looking at my eyebrows. Move on. I have to move on. I think telling Marie is gonna be their downfall. And I don't want no challenge repeat of people talking about, oh, but we got kids, you got kids, I got kids, we supposed to work together. Girl, we don't give a damn about your kids. Yeah, it's cute. We all done birthed some children, but that ain't no reason for me to help you get $1 million. Tim, you need to watch out. D, Drew. Oh, these okay. Mama Julie, that was Mama Julie. And the boy D like. It's a shame that we can't even remember that man's name because he was supposed to be the winner last season, and he threw away his game because he was so in love with D. He told D to plan, but D turned around and didn't tell him to plan. And we can't even remember your name, sir. We can't even remember your name. Okay, D. I knew DM Rocks had. I knew somebody had it. Austin. There we go. The what am I about to say? Oh, I was saying Nami is not as close as them, but okay, that point was made. I think Kenzie would take out Q, but not Tiffany. Right. So in a way, they needed to kind of lose, but I wanted them to eat. I wanted them to eat. We're gonna see what happened with this merge. Kenzie, you better be faithful. You better be loyal. Anyway, so it's journey time. Nami, since they came in first, they get to pick. Hunter volunteers to go. Then Tim volunteers. Then Q said, well, I'll go too. Immediately, y'all look like 3 targets that's getting ready to go get an advantage. I didn't think the 3 of them should have all volunteered to go together. Now, first, I missed the beginning of the episode where y'all said Tim clocked Jim with that hidden beware thing. I saw it from the preview last week, but like I said, I missed the first 20 minutes of the episode. So since I missed that, I was worried about Tim. I was like, oh, Tim about to go on this journey and they getting ready to vote his ass out. So I was a little bit nervous for Tim. But anyway, we get to the journey. And I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of paranoia in me for them because they go on this journey. First person talking is Q. And I'm like, Q, you ain't won nothing all season. And you up in here piping up about alliances. Who your number one, who you bringing into the alliance. And I'm like, man, they about to go run all this tea back to the tribes. But they didn't. I was worried, but they didn't. And then, mind you, I had to realize Q has been the only one playing Survivor. Everybody else been at summer camp. They've been playing at little challenges, but they've been eating, sleeping, swimming, having a good time. None of them had to go to tribal council. So they really haven't had to play hard the way Q was playing hard on the journey. So I was kind of like, Q, you doing too much. Shut up. Banu was just telling all his business last week, and then here you go giving them the confirmation. But no, it seems like, do y'all think the Strongman Alliance, or do they call it the Meat Shield Alliance? Whatever, I'm going to call it the Strongman, because once I give it a name, that's the name. Is the Strongman Alliance going to last? Do you think all of those people, because all of them threw out a name, I didn't think they would. Tim threw out Maria. Tim, I think you need to bring in Ben. And then Hunter threw out Tevin. And we already know from last week, Hunter really does want to work with Tevin because he wants Soda out so he can be the closest one to Tevin. Now, I'm here for the Strongman Alliance. It seems like when we get a couple of confessionals that most people, they're kind of here for it too. Like, if we can make it to the merge, this alliance can get me. So we know at least Hunter is with it. I'm sure Tim is with it. I can't wait to see how the Strongman Alliance does. Why didn't Liz vote? Liz, Liz's team didn't go to tribal council. She doesn't need the money. What you mean, why didn't Liz vote? Evita, remember, if she did something in the first 20 minutes of the show, I didn't see it. Because I just don't, I don't have the luxury of my DVR. I'm in the hotel and I missed the first 20 minutes. Hey, Taj, I think it's a good move because Q didn't give up info they didn't already know. True. And he cut the mastermind out. He said, we're going to let Kenzie and her mastermind stay over there. But he got info. He did. You right. He only spilled tea that they already knew, and now he learned some new tea. So if anything, they gave Q something to run back to Kenzie and Tiffany. But I don't think he's gonna run it back. If anything, he'll run it back to Tiffany. If they are smart, and next week is a merge. Ooh, them people outside being loud. And if next week is a merge, I say let Kenzie go. It's time to let Kenzie go. But we'll see. That's foreshadowing for next week. Even if the alliance doesn't work, he got some info. True. Do y'all hear all them kids in the hallway? A lot of people are out of school for Good Friday. It is Easter weekend. It's a holy weekend. But they ain't got to be all in the hallway being loud. That's going to aggravate my spirit tonight. Because I still got to go to work. Jesus. Anyway, do y'all hear that? I'm hoping y'all don't hear all that loudness in the hallway. Can I just say Ben has some nice eyes? Oh, damn. They're like hazel green color. That's the color of my sister's eyes, and they change. She has those changing eyes. Ben get on your last nerve. I kind of like Ben. Look, all that rock and roll would get on my last nerve, but for some reason, it's not too many people I dislike this season. I really like Ben. But anyway, so they're in the journey. This is the part that took me out, y'all. Y'all can't hear the kids? Okay, thank you. Because they was being loud. Because I've been in a hotel for about almost 2 weeks now. So, of course, people are interchanging the rooms. And it was another person across from me. I'm telling all, y'all don't care about them people in this hotel. It was another person across from me who was like a worker. And so we kind of have like this end of the hotel to ourselves. And then today when I got off work, I heard just a ton of kids in the suite across from me. And I'm like, now they done brought all these kids over here. But anyway, y'all don't care nothing about this hotel. Okay, back to it. I have 3 different colors in my eyes. Oh, send me a picture on Instagram so I can see. Y'all see how unfocused I can be, how I can talk about one thing and the next thing you know, I'm down a totally different conversation. I have to work on my focusing. And I haven't even had a sip of alcohol or nothing. 1, I just got off work, but 2, I'm getting ready to go out. So I need to really be focused. But anyway, the journey. You have to, as a group, decide who gets to play. 2 people go home with nothing. The person who plays the journey challenge can get some kind of advantage or they lose their votes. I kind of feel like this challenge was so hard, everybody should have had to play. Or like last week, why couldn't 2 people play and 1 person go back and then you make them draw rocks? Because that wasn't really too fair to Banu, now that I think about it. Because last week Banu went home, because I would get my weeks all mixed up. Banu didn't have no choice. Like Tim got to say, I'm going to tribal council tonight, so I ain't playing. That's between y'all. I don't care which one of y'all play, but I need my vote. So Banu didn't get that same opportunity to be like, look, y'all two can have them rocks. I want to use my shot in the dark, so I need to get back on this boat. They should have made them do the same thing. Two people sit up here and eeny, meeny, miny, mo these flags, and then one person, whoever got the white rock, you get on the boat. I didn't like the whole political thing of, oh, I don't want to do it. And then Q was like, I'm going to get it all wrong, so you can have it. Look, Survivor, this was way too hard. Now, I know a lot of people love to be like, I'm a super fan, I'm a super fan, I'm a super fan, I'm a super fan. Somebody on Twitter told me today they would have got them flags in a row in 2 minutes. I said, oh, you way better than me. You way better than me. Because I looked at all them flags and I said, we about to do what? We got to remember what? And then I'm looking at Hunter like, oh, you got this. You got all them puzzles in your backyard. Your whole living room is a puzzle. Like, Hunter is the superest fan of the super fans. And then he only got 8 out of 20. Talking about he watched them all out of order. And mind you, I didn't watch them all. And I have watched them all in order. But I can't tell you nan thing about them flags. If they don't have the numbers 1 through 46 on them, I can't tell you nothing about them flags. Not a damn thing. Jeff, you wrong for that. Survivor, CBS, y'all was wrong for that. To me, that was extremely hard. That was extremely hard. I just would have, because back in school, at least back in my day, when you ain't know the answer for something, you just pick C. Because most of the time the answer gonna be C. I would have just had to go 1, 2, 3, C, 1, 2, 3, C. Like I wouldn't. Anyway, so Hunter done lost his vote. And then somebody brought up the point, he done found the Beware advantage. So now he done lost his vote 2 times. Because he can't vote until, I don't know how the Beware advantage is going to work since his tribe never went to tribal council. So he never got the opportunity to get the clue. Should he be penalized? It seemed like they should just give him the clue. Like, okay, we're about to merge. Here go your clue. Go ahead and measure these pirate ships or whatever kind of craziness he's going to have to do to find his idol. But just go ahead and give him to him before we merge because it's not his fault. So I guess they could have said you could have threw a challenge. You ain't have to get first place every time. You could have threw one so you can get your idol. Or maybe it should be like, okay, we hiding it again since you couldn't get it the first time. We gonna hide it again. I don't know. I guess we'll figure out next week what happens with Hunter and his Beware advantage. But the way it looks right now, Hunter doesn't have 2 votes. So he need all the alliances he can get. That was hard to get. Who rememorizes? Like I was amazed. He like, okay, Poverty was on this season and Poverty competed before All Stars and this. Number one, I don't even know. If you was to show me all them flags with because everything in Fiji now. But if you would have showed me all them old countries, I don't remember who played on what and in what order. Eeny, meeny, miny, and mo. That's all I could have did with that challenge right there. Now, so we're off the challenge. We're over to the green team. And this is where Jim loses the game. Jim loses the game right here. Well, first, Jim has to go find her idol. What made her look guilty, number one, y'all, it's eviction night or whatever they call it. It ain't eviction night over there on Survivor, but it's tribal council night. And forget all the group idol search. I think we all need to go search for the idol individually. And I'm just telling y'all now, I'm about to go. Ma'am, did you forget? See, that's why you should have never did that dummy stuff right there. I'm on rehide the Beware and tricks. You should have never did that. You should have made it seem like ain't nobody ever had no idol and we all just some dummies and we can't find it. Because once you re-hit it, they already know somebody has an idol out there because like they told Jeff, we done dug up a whole tree. to the roots and we couldn't find it. So we think somebody is tricking us. And here you go announcing, hey, I'm going to go look for that idol. Ma'am, didn't you forget? Didn't you forget us all digging in that dirt? We done found the little beware. So what you looking for? How many idols you think Survivor done put out here on this beach, ma'am? That was clue number one. Jim, that was mess up number one. You shouldn't have announced anything. You should have just went and looked for it. But you put a target on your back and making that announcement. Number two, Jim did what she had to do. I felt like, who y'all thinks was harder, Jim or Tiffany's? Because I'm a math girl. I could have, took that machete and did the multiplication, whatever. I didn't feel like it was that hard. Tiffany had to figure out a word puzzle with no clues. To me, I think Tiffany's was harder because I would have never got that word puzzle with no clues. Like, you at least got to give me a couple of letters and let me try to figure it out. But she figured it out from a blank piece of paper. But anyway, Jim did all that measuring with machete. She found her idol. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. What she should have did from there, the girls have already said it's Ben. Jim should have sat her ass down and just people watch. She should have just been people watching. It's Ben. Okay, it's Ben. It's Ben. Okay, no. Jim had to say, I need to know who Ben and Tim voting for. So I'm about to go be messy. I'm about to go do too much. That's what Jim said. I'm about to go do too much. Now I understand. You out here on Survivor. You're excited. You're in the game. You're finally going to Tribal Council on week 12 or whatever number that was, or day 12. You finally get to play Survivor. You ready? Put me in, coach. I want to play. But you was doing too much. Number 2 or number 3. Why you had to go on this walk with Ben and Tim with the machete? I agree with Ben. I'm bringing a hammer too, ma'am. I don't know you. I don't care how long we've been laying on this beach. You're still a stranger to me. Why we have to go on a talk with weapons? If we not going to chop down some bamboo or whatever we do with this machete, why are you walking around on a walk with me? That is very intimidating and aggressive. And I wasn't mad at Ben for matching energy. You got a machete. I'm just going to bring this hammer. Because if it pop off, CBS is just going to pop off. It was weird. I found it very weird. And then it's really weird to be like, I'm with you. Whoever you tell me to vote for, I'm voting for. And you can trust me. I ain't going to flip. I ain't going to do nothing. I ain't going to tell nobody who we voting for. Like, if you have never had this kind of conversation with Ben any other time, if you haven't established that I'm in an alliance with you in the first 11 days, to come up on the day of Tribal Council is weird, especially with Tim. They already know it's boys versus girls. So you over here, now you telling them the same story. You over here on Love is Blind. You telling them each the same conversation about their daddy. Like, Jim, you were doing too much. And you made people nervous. I'm telling you, what really tipped them off is you announcing you going to look for an idol. That's how I feel. Because as soon as she said, I'm like, bitch, they done already found the little fake beware bandage. What are you looking for? Yes, they were walking with weapons. Didn't you hear Ben say that? Like, why does she have a weapon? I'm going to swing this hammer around. As long as you swinging this machete around, we're going to be some swinging people in the jungle. But anyway, they came up with, it's Charlie and Maria. Which way are we going to swing? Is it going to be Charlie's Angels or Charlie in charge of the girls? I like that. We know it ain't Charlie's Angels, but I'm going to call it Charlie in charge of the girls. Even though I know Ben and Tim not no girl, but I just like saying that. Sounds cute. Maria is pushing for Ben to go. Charlie is pushing for Ben to stay. all I want to know in the chat, because we ain't got to go through everything that happened at tribal council because it was a lot to do about nothing. Why did Maria feel the need to waste her vote? Especially after she learned that Ben didn't have a vote, which means there isn't going to be an opportunity for a tie. Especially the only other person that went on a journey was Tim. You, Tim, Ben. Ben has lost his vote. You have an extra vote. Even if Tim lied and did have some kind of advantage, you're voting with him. So you don't need. Why did Maria waste that extra vote? Like, girl, merge is coming up. And the piece of paper said you had to week 6. Now, did she waste the vote or did she not? Because I could have swore Jeff read 4 votes. She wasted that vote. Girl, you had to week 6. And you just said, I want to make sure we get Jim out tonight. Now, what if Jim would have played her idol and you done wasted your extra vote for nothing? Jim, I mean, I could understand Jim not playing her idol. Jim, this was a good blindside. She had no clue they were looking at her. Or she kind of felt like Maria was with the girls. So no matter what, even if they did vote for her, Maria was going to use that extra vote and Ben was going to be gone because she didn't know Ben didn't have a vote. Do y'all feel bad for Jim? Do y'all feel bad that Jim went home with that idol in her pocket after she done spent all day with that machete to get it up out the ground? I kind of don't feel bad for Jim. I don't feel bad for Jim because she was the one who wanted to pin it on the black man. She was the one who would be like, oh, Tim, the one who found it, her and Mariah. So no, I don't feel bad for Jim going home. Even though Tim wasn't the target, you should have never said it. Jim, I hope you watch this back because I saw Jim a couple of tweets and she mad. Oh, she is big mad at home watching that back. She was like, F that Sega tattoo. I ain't getting no tattoo. Forget them. I was like, oh, girl, you mad. It's a game. It's a game, girl. They outwitted you. But I don't feel bad for Jim. As long as Tim is still in the game, I'm cool with it. Now, hold on. I'm about to go to the comments real quick because we doing good tonight. I guess because I ain't watched the whole episode, I don't have an hour worth of stuff to talk about. But put your comments and questions in the chat. Anything you want me to cover, if I forgot anything. And let's get to the comments right here. There's no answer to your question. Maria using the extra vote made 0 sense. Right, Koki? Like, I've been asking people on Twitter, like, I don't understand. Either way, it would have been 3-2. Maybe Maria don't know how to count. Like, that's going to have to be the only explanation. Maybe she can't count. Maybe I saw the television wrong and maybe Ben didn't tell Maria he didn't have a vote. I could swear Ben told her he didn't have a vote. And it was like, even if you, it's going to be 3-2. I could have swore I saw that on my TV screen. But maybe, see, I'm just thinking maybe Maria doesn't know how to count. Maybe in the stressful moment of actually being at the canister to put your vote in the box, maybe she got all jumbled and was like, ooh. Or maybe in the past, people who come into the merge and we know you have some kind of advantage or idol are always targeted first. We want to flush the advantage. We want to flush the idol. So maybe that could have been it. Like, I ain't even trying to be a target in the merge, so let me go ahead and use this extra vote and move it along. But see, I feel like that's a mistake, Maria, because the merge is all going to be based on who pulls Yanu. Who can pull Yanu? Because it's going to be what's their name? Nami, Siga. They both at 5. And then you got the Yanu 3. And whoever pulled the Yanu 3, I'm assuming they're going to use them to pick the other one off. We will see. Or it could be the Strongman Alliance. I don't know. But I can't for the life of me figure out why she used that extra vote. If Jim would have played her idol, I would have been gagged. And then Ben just would have went home. And they would have flushed the idol. And they would have flushed the extra vote. Would I have been gagged? Y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I'm going out tonight and I kind of feel like I want to pull this up in a ponytail. So when I'm, doing my little two-step, I could swing it. I think a ponytail look better than just down like this. Put it in the chat real quick. Ponytail, so I could swing it in two-step or just leave it down. Because I feel like down is it's getting on my nerve. But anyway, back to the comments. I would have been gagged too, Evita. Me too, because I would have been like, ooh, at least she wouldn't have done all that work for a souvenir. I'm more gagged. No, I'm not gagged that she didn't play it, but I'm just gagged that she did all of that work, all of that swinging of the machete to just go home with a souvenir. Is it? I think people had clocked that she had it. Yeah, it ain't no answer. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. I will be right back. Let me see who this is. It better not be them bad ass kids. Yes. Oh. It went off. I didn't know you was coming. I was going to be there. I'm surprised. About the moon. Give me 5 minutes to finish my video. Okay, I'm back. It was not the badass kids from across the hall. Okay. It was my husband. He surprised me. So I'm happy. I don't have to be in the hotel by myself tonight. What? The bad key. So go get another key. I never have it. I just picked up it's in your hand. No, this your key. Oh, just asking for another one. Okay. To the comments. I don't feel bad. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. If I ain't apologize, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad, but I still want her to stay more than Ben. Y'all really don't like Ben? I really enjoy it. It goes against everything that I love. I really enjoyed that Taylor Swift versus Metallica showdown. Like, that was just really cute to me, even though I can't stand neither one of them. Well, I can't stand Taylor Swift, but I really enjoyed that. Causing chaos and strife for no reason. Sometimes it will get you voted out. Just because she was bored. Yep. Now she can go have all the fun she want at Ponderosa, all the steaks, lobsters, pizzas. I feel sorry for the people who don't make it to the jury because y'all don't even get to come back on finale night anymore. Now, quickly in the chat, because I do have to get out of here. Quickly in the chat. Now that COVID it's not over, but it's kind of contained. Majority of people have their vaccines. Can they go back to the live show? Or are they just cheap and want to keep doing the reunion on finale night to save money? I really miss the live show. I really miss having that 2-hour reunion where we can go back to the beginning of the season and talk to everybody. And I kind of like seeing people dressed up and, not, especially the winners, like they still in their raggedy stuff, ain't had no shower, wash their hair, none of that. I kind of like the live show, but I guess we'll see this season. I'm hoping one day they'll go back to it. I hate oh Lord. Everyone on Sega but Maria. Tim is all right, but Ben, Mariah, and the They gotta go. Charlie has grown on me. I do like Maria. I I don't even know Mariah. And I like everybody on Sega. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. The ponytail, okay, it's getting pulled up. Before I go out tonight, I'm gonna pull it up in the ponytail. Y'all just be happy y'all can't hear them. Ben is corny, yes. Some of my favorite people on the show are corny, but I still like them. They can, but they won't because it's cheap. It's cheaper this way. Yeah. And remember, Sia would show up, well, with her eyes all covered up, and Sia would personally give out her checks. Now we gotta wait till the next day to see on Twitter who Sia gave the money to. I like the live show. Yes, we like the live show. Hey, Dejan, you haven't watched the episode. You're starting the mole. Okay, the mole is good. Netflix, when y'all bringing the mole back? That was a really good show. Y'all heard Netflix is trying to create their own version. One of the hiccups of the challenge. Netflix, while y'all too busy trying to copy off of everybody else, stick with what works. The way we were locked in for the mole, the way we were on Twitter having space after space after space after space for the mole, why have y'all should have had season 2, 3, 4, and 5 ready to roll. We really love the mole. Now the circle will be back mid-April. I forgot the exact date, but the circle will be back, and I can't wait for the circle. But yeah, Netflix, get on the mole. Y'all too busy trying to copy off of MTV when MTV needs to be copying off of y'all. But anyway, Koki, you hate the reunions. I always feel bad for the losing finalists sitting there shell shocked. It's a part of the game. You can't feel too bad for them. I heard second place get $100,000 and third place get 75 or 50. Like even third place get a little bit of change. I don't feel bad for them. Because then you got to feel bad for all the people that went home with nothing. Do people on the jury get a little bit like on Big Brother? Once you make the jury, you get like $7,000, $11,000. I wonder if once you make jury, you get a little bit of coin on Survivor. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all long. I apologize for not watching the entire episode and this being a shorter review. But again, I have to meet one of my friends in 15 minutes for her birthday. My husband surprised me, so I'm going to probably talk to him for 10 minutes before I head out and head over to the club. And with all that being said, please like the video, share the video. I appreciate everyone who shares the content. Subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. We have a good time over here. All Stars 4 getting ready to start up in a few weeks. We're going to have a really good time with All Stars 4. And that's it. I can't think of nothing else. Everybody get a little bit of money. Oh, so it gets bigger. The longer you stay, the more you get. I don't think I do it. I think if I went out on Survivor, I would quit. I would probably try to make it 2 days. I would probably try to make it 2 days and then I'm quitting because I can't have all them bite marks up and down my legs and back. I've been to cut somebody out for being too hungry. The way, I don't know who I was listening to, but they were saying how everybody went into the ocean to go number 1, number 2. I can't be in the ocean water knowing you don't went to the bathroom in there, and now I got no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I probably wouldn't make it 1 day. I'll probably have to call the boat to come get me the first night. I got to lay down on them bamboo sticks. You cannot tell me laying on bamboo is comfortable in any kind of way. Mm-mm. 2 days is one round. I probably would have made it to one tribal council. And then I'm quitting. Wait, you don't pee in the... No. No, I don't pee in the ocean, in the pool, in the shower, none of that. I think all of that is disgusting, especially knowing how much I love to swim in the water. I have to not think about it. And then, you're right, I'm not digging no hole either. And then you ain't got no toilet paper. Oh, I'm too bougie. I'm too bougie to do Survivor. Now I'll get over there in the Big Brother house. I'll do any other show if I could be in a house. But I don't care if it's $1 million. I don't care. You see the past survivors saying Jim had the tribe digging where, yeah, I saw that. See, them people getting ready to cuss you out, Jim. They getting ready to cuss you out. You better be good. You got voted off pre-jury because they was gonna cuss you out at the reunion. Uh-uh. I'm gonna have to rethink going to the beach. Let's quit talking about it before, because the beach is my favorite place, and let's quit talking about it before I ruin the experience for myself. But I damn sure I'm not getting in no pool. Do not pee or do anything in the pool. I'm so happy now they got the little color changing. So if you do something in the pool, we gonna know and we gonna point you out. All right, let me go, y'all. Y'all know I get to talking too much. This is always a good time. Again, tomorrow night I am off. We don't have any shows to review tomorrow. And tomorrow night I have to go back to my house and look at the progress of my house and, change my clothes out for the week. So Saturday night I'll be back for Drag Race. I do want to do a challenge chat just based off of challenge things I've seen on Twitter. I might do that Sunday night because I don't have anything else to do Sunday night. This hotel is very boring. But let's look for that Sunday night, do some kind of fun challenge chat, just talking about some of the tweets and information I've seen on Twitter with some of the cast members of the challenge. And so we'll look for that Sunday night. And with that being said, y'all have a great night. Have a safe weekend. I'm gonna do my best to be no, I'm gonna be safe tonight. I'm gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna be a good girl tonight and have a good time. So I will holler at y'all later. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.